This Sunday, November the 23rd, the Emirates will become a center stage, one of the fiercest rivalries in English football. That's the North London Derby. Arsenal will be at home against Tottenham. It's gonna be a big game. It's gonna be a cracker. This game has a lot at stake. The title race implication, the bragging rights, and pure drama. This is one we've all been waiting for. Yes, can Arsenal bounce back from their frustrating 2-2 draw against Sunderland? Or will Spurs break the Emirates curse? Yes, let's dive into it. Yes, Arsenal sit top of the Premier League table with 8 points clear of the rivals Tottenham. While Tottenham are actually fifth, fighting for the Champions League spot. The Emirates record, Arsenal Spurs have only won twice out of 23 games, out of 23 visits in the Premier League away to Arsenal. That's a bad record at the Emirates, and that's one thing for Arsenal to be happy about. But because Spurs have got a lot of injuries as well, I think it's crazy. An Arsenal defensive record this season is elite. Only conceded 5 goals this season. 4 from I think 3 from set pieces and 2 from open play, which is mad. Why Spurs have actually scored 17 goals and conceded only 7 as well. Not a bad record for Tottenham as well. Not a bad record for Tottenham, because that's it's gonna be tough. This isn't just 3 points. This is a monument in the title race, the bragging rights in North London. North London is red, North London is white. You have to prove it every season. You have to prove it every season. And Arsenal have won 4 of their last 5 games. Only drawn 1. In October, Arsenal went unbeaten without conceding a goal. The first goal they conceded in their last 5 games was against Sunderland, which ended in a 2-2 draw. It was a frustrating draw for Arsenal as well. And you could say that the injuries actually played a big role for Arsenal not getting the 3 points done as well. But at the end of the day, Arsenal are still top of the league. They've got a good squad as well. While Spurs, on the other hand, they've lost 2 and drawn 1, while they've only won 2. They've lost 2, drawn 1, and lost. I think they've lost 2, drawn 1, and won 2 as well in their last 5 games. It's not so bad actually, a record, but I think for away from home they've been very good this season. I think they're unbeaten away from home, and they've only I don't think they've even considered a goal away from home this season. Oh, it's gonna be a tough one as well. It's not gonna be easy for Arsenal. It's not going to be easy. And Arsenal are unbeaten at home at the Emirates this season. The key thing for Arsenal this season, the key point for Arsenal in this game is that Arsenal will be out with their main talisman, their main defender, Gabriel Magalhaes, for this game. And so many other injury doubts for this game. But we've been told that some of the players will be coming back from injuries after the international break. But let's see how many of them comes back, because Victor Gyökeres has been out for almost 3 games now. Kai Havertz has been out for virtually almost all every part of the season. I think he's only played against Manchester United. Martin Odegaard has been coming in and out, been getting injured, coming in and out, and it's not looking good as well in that front. But I hope he comes back. And so many other injuries that Arsenal have had. It feels like Noni Madueke will be back for this one, because I think, according to what I heard, I think he had the 50-50 chance to play against Sunderland, but Arsenal decided not to risk him. It's not going to be easy, to be honest. It's not going to be an easy one. But at the end of the day, we know the assignment. The 3 points is what is key for Arsenal. If there's anything short of a 3 point, it's not good enough for Arsenal, because they've got Manchester City breathing down their neck. When Manchester City is breathing down your neck, you know what that means. They won't stop until they get it. And you have to keep fighting, which we've actually done this season. But I know we need to keep on fighting. We need to keep on fighting, because this season we need to win the league. We need to win the league, because we've actually come close for almost 3 seasons now. we have to get it over the line, because if we don't, it's gonna be difficult. I don't think I feel like if we don't do it this season, it's gonna be difficult for us to do it again. And Tottenham, on the other hand, have got a lot of injuries as well on their hands. I think we've got Kolomuani out injured, Solanke out injured, Kulusevski also injured, and I think Maddison has not even played any part this season. It feels like Dragusin is also injured, and Yves Bissouma is also injured. A lot of injuries for Tottenham as well. But Arsenal, the difference between Tottenham injury and Arsenal, because Arsenal have got the squad depth to be able to fill up those injury gaps that they've had, which has actually helped them throughout this season. But Tottenham have not got those quality of the bench as Arsenal have got in their disposal. And with that, I will go into the tactics. I feel like the key tactics for this game is the structure of Arsenal. Arsenal need to be very good in their possession. We need to keep your possession. We need to be. I think we've got the best XG in the league. We need to maintain that as well. We need to keep up. We need to be strong in the midfield. If we're gonna win this game, the midfield battle is very, very key. We need to win that midfield battle. Declan Rice and Martin Zubimendi has to be very strong in the midfield for us to be able to get this over the line. Because if you can't dominate the midfield, and we need to be solid at the back as well. And the defense, actually, I'm not too worried about the defense. Just that when Gabriel is not there, you feel like you've lost something like the leader in that team. And the midfield with Declan Rice and Martin Zubimendi is key to this game. And I feel like if we have Gyökeres back in this game, it will give us a lot of confidence. It will give us a lot of confidence. You can see how dearly we missed him against Sunderland. You could see his impact. You could see how he was missed in that game against Sunderland. You could see the difference between him and having a player like Merino as your striker. So with that, I will go into the my predicted match 11 for this game. And I will start in goal. I will start David Raya as my goalkeeper in goal. Timber as my right back. I know he had a knock in the game for not in the international game for Netherlands, but he continued play. I think he finished the game. He continued play and he looked all right after that injury. I hope he's all right. I hope he's good for this game. So I will start with Timber on the right hand side, and I will start if Ricardo Calafiori is fit for this one. I'll actually start him for this game. I'll start him on the left hand side if he's actually fit, because the news that we heard was he left the Italian camp with an injury scare and is back in England. So if he's fit for this one, why not? I'll go with Ricardo Calafiori. But if he's not fit, I will start Miles Lewis Kelly. We're actually stacked at the back. We've got a lot of players to choose from. And the defensive pair, that's just where the problem is. Now, William Saliba keeps his place for me. But now it's not going to be between Christian Mosquera and Piero Hincapié. Mosquera can actually play both positions because he has actually done it for Valencia. He has actually done it for us as well. Even in the Carabao Cup, when we used him, when he played alongside Saliba, he did very well. But the natural replacement for Gabriel is Piero Hincapié. He actually, I think he captained the he captained the Ecuadorian side and the international break, and he played as a left centre back, and he has also played as a left centre back for Bayer Leverkusen. Although he shuffles between the left wing back and this left centre back. But for me, I will go with Christian Mosquera because I feel like he's more match. I don't know, both of them are actually good, but to me, it's something for Arteta to think about and something for him to work out in the training ground. But for me, I'll stick with Christian Mosquera because I've seen a lot from him to feel confident about him playing alongside Saliba. I've not really seen enough from Piero Hincapié to say that he's good enough to deputize for Gabriel. So for me, I will go with Christian Mosquera as my left centre back, pairing with Saliba. In the midfield, I will go with Zubimendi and Declan Rice, Martin Zubimendi and Declan Rice. And in front of them, I'll stick with Eberechi Eze, because even if Martin Odegaard is fit for this one, I don't think he'll be ready for this game. I don't think he's ready for this game, to be honest, because he's been out for a few games. He has not had a lot of match fitness, and this game you need to go in with players who are 100% fit for this one. And for me, I'll start with Eberechi Eze. And my front three will be Leandro Trossard, If Gyökeres is fit, I'll throw him right into the mix. To be honest, like if he's actually fit, I'll throw him right into the mix. I'll start with Victor Gyökeres if he's fit. If he's not fit, then we'll stick with Mikel Merino. And the left hand and the right hand side, as usual, we'll start with Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka will be my player for this game. And that's my match prediction, my predicted match 11 for the game between Arsenal and Tottenham, the North London derby, which everyone has been waiting for, one of the fiercest rivalries in English football. And let me just give something I've not done before. My match prediction. I think I'll go with a 2-0 win for Arsenal. I feel like Arsenal should be able to keep a clean sheet for this game, even if we don't have Gabriel in this game. But I think like the defense we've got and the midfield solidity and the structure of the team should be able to do well to keep a clean sheet against Tottenham, because I don't think they've got enough firepower to score against us. But you never know. This is football. Anything can happen. And because the fact that they are coming back from the international break, where they have a little time to prepare for this one, it's going to be difficult. The team needs to gel again. I think there might be a little bit of an imbalance in the team, and they will need time to gel as well. So I feel like it's going to be a bit shaky. They'll have a shaky start. I won't be surprised if we concede a goal against Tottenham, but I still won't be surprised if we don't concede a goal. So what do you think? What do you think, Gunners? Well, what do you think about this game? Will Arsenal dominate? Will Spurs shock Arsenal? Or what do you think about this game? Do you think Spurs can actually break the curse, the Emirates curse? Because they've only won twice since at the Emirates since Arsenal moved into the Emirates Stadium, and Arsenal have been formidable this season. They've been unbeaten at the Emirates this season. Can Tottenham stop us from winning the league? Can they make us drop another point after the 2-2 draw against Sunderland we had in the previous game? Let me know what you think about my match preview in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you after the game.